Hello, my name is Bob Leenan. I'm the president of MSA International. Several weeks ago, I issued an announcement on MSA Connect titled Topics We Think About But Don't Talk About. This announcement focused on why we need to change and what our long-term objectives are. I hope you had the chance to read the announcement. If not, it's still available on MSA Connect. As a follow-up to that announcement, each of my international leadership team members spent time discussing it with their teams, and I was happy to hear that a lot of constructive dialogue took place. We subsequently also spent time discussing the feedback coming out of that dialogue in my international leadership team. With this video, I'd like to share what the main themes were coming out of that feedback and also provide my response to that. There were 4 main themes. The first was that generally people appreciated the honesty and transparency of the announcement, despite the fact that it touched on several sensitive topics. My commitment is to continue that open style of communication, as I believe it builds trust, and that's the foundation for us to be successful as one team. The second main theme was that the content of the message also raised concerns in some parts of the organization. On the one hand, I'm happy that people feel a sense of urgency around the need to improve the performance of MSA International. On the other hand, what I should emphasize more is that we are on a multi-year journey to get to where we want to be. We have made good steps so far, and that while additional steps are needed, we are not going to rush any. The upcoming announcements will provide more details on the specific initiatives to accelerate our revenue growth and improve our profitability in the coming years. The upcoming announcements will provide more details on the specific initiatives to accelerate our revenue growth and improve our profitability, which will hopefully remove some of the concerns people have due to the uncertainty surrounding that. The third theme came in the form of a question: are we being too tough on Europe? I would say that the short answer to that is no, we are not. Europe is a very large part of the company, and the part of the company which has the most room for improvement. It's critical that we make those improvements to ensure the long-term health and competitiveness of MSA, and it's also beneficial for all our associates in Europe that we make those improvements, as it will allow us to continue to invest in our European business. What I should add, though, is that all regions have areas to improve on, regardless of good times or bad, and the performance expectations for the other regions are just as tough as for Europe. And finally, the fourth main theme was that while people generally appreciated the comprehensiveness of the message, it was also considered to be a bit long, and people would like to better understand what they can do to help. I've discussed this with my leadership team, and there's a couple of things we're going to do to improve the engagement in this regard. The European leadership team is working on a roadshow which will enable face-to-face dialogue with many of our associates across almost all of our affiliates in Europe. I will be making sure that my future announcements are either shorter or cut into smaller pieces so that we can still be comprehensive while also making it more digestible. My leadership team members are committed to continuing the practice of dialogue sessions around important future announcements so that we can ensure ongoing two-way communications. And my leadership team members are also committed to drafting a one-page summary of our vision and strategy, which is specific for their function or region to ensure it's clear for everybody how they can contribute. Finally, to wrap it up, I appreciate the constructive feedback on the dialogue sessions that have been held. It sends a strong message to me and my leadership team members that you are engaged in working together with me on creating a brighter future for MSA International.